Hello students, Standard 8, chapter number 1 revision is going on in mathematics. In last session we learned about some properties which are used, the reciprocal, additive inverse, etc. Today we are going to revise how to represent the rational numbers on a number line. So first question is represent one integer 3/4 on the number line. Now generally what I explained in the beginning, that you start from 0. Now every time it is not necessary to start from 0, because here if it is a mixed fraction, then you know that it is greater than 1. So it lies between the two integers 1 and 2. So you can just take that part only between 1 and 2. So first you can write down this number lies between 1 and 2. So we get the limited part. So between 1 and 2, how many parts we have to do? 4 parts. Why? Denominator is 4. So now we can start with 1. We have to make 4 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3 and 4th equal parts. Then you put 2. When you make 3 points, it makes 4 parts. So 4 parts there. Then check the denominator here is 3. So starting from 1, but don't count that one as 1. Here also students are making mistakes. When you have to take first part, they take that one. They count like first, second and third. No, that is the first part. From here to here it is second part, and here to here that is the third part. So we have to take the third part. So that is our, here you can say it will be one integer 1/4, that is one integer 2/4, one integer 3/4, and we have to locate 3/4. So we can just make that point darker. You need not write down this one, but I just write down for your convenience. Let's take another one. Represent three integer 4/7 on the number line. So here also you can see that it is a mixed number. So we know that this number lies between 3 and 4 because 3 is the integral part. After 3 it comes 4. So we can write down this number lies between 3 and 4. So we need not take from 0. We can start from 3. We have to make how many parts? Denominator is 7. So we have to put 7 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So here it is 3, then on the last part we write down 4. Then we take 4 means here you should be 0, then 1, 2, 3 and fourth part. So that your fourth part is 3 integer 4 upon 7. Let's take a negative number. Represent minus 2 integer minus 2 integer 7 upon 9 on the number line. Now it is minus 2 integer. So it is between which two numbers? Minus 2 and minus 3. So this integer or this number lies between minus 2 and minus 3. So here, now we know that negative numbers start from that to that, this side. So here you can take minus 2 because minus 3 will be this side. And how many parts we have to make? 9 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 part. At 9 part you write down minus 3. And whatever you did from this left to right here, in negative numbers we have to do from right to left. So how many parts we have to take? 7 parts. But don't count from here because we are starting from minus 2. We have to start from minus 2. So leave the minus 2, then first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. Because it is 7 here. So that number is minus 2 integer 7 upon 9. So if it's a single number, only one number we have to put on the number line. Then check whether it is a proper fraction or improper fraction. If it is a proper fraction, it always lies between 0 and 1. So you have to take only 0 and 1 and then make the parts according to the denominator and take the part from the numerator. If it is a improper fraction, you can convert it in the mixed fraction like that. Suppose it is given like that. 4 ones are 4. 4 plus 3, 7. See if it was given 7 upon 4. Represent 7 upon 4. You can see that denominator is smaller means it is improper fraction. So you can do it 7 upon 4. So we know that 7 divided by 4. 4 ones are 4. 7 minus 4, 3. So it is 1 integer 3 upon 4. So when it is an improper fraction, you can convert it first into the mixed fraction. Then you don't have to take the whole starting from 0. Because if it is like I tell you that it is 7 upon 4, then what will you do? To represent, we take 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, then we count 1 upon 4, 2 upon 4, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 4, 5 upon 4, 6 upon 4, 7 upon 4. That is too long. Otherwise, so rather we have to convert them into the mixed fraction. Then it is easier. Limited part, and we have a bigger space also. So always when there is a improper fraction or mixed number, you don't have to take the whole number line starting from 0. Now, when we have to take starting from 0, when lots of numbers are there, means 3, 4, 5 numbers are there. Some of them are between 0 and 1 and then 1 and 2. And that time you have to start from 0. We will take one another also example like that. Like represent the following numbers on the same number line. Means on the one number line more than one numbers are given. Say 2 upon 9, 4 upon 9, 7 upon 9, 11 upon 9, 13 upon 9. So now in this situation you can see that here we can't take a limited part because there are proper fractions and improper fractions are also there. And in this situation we don't make into the mixed number. But you see that 9999 is there. So starting from 0, make 9 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. At 9, give number 1. Again, some of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and at 9, put 2. Check the last number. If it is more than 2, then you can go further also. Yes, you can see that nothing is more than 2. So you can stop at 2. Now, first one is 1 upon 9, 2 upon 9, 3 upon 9, 4 upon 9, 5 upon 9, 6 upon 9, 7 upon 9, 8 upon 9. 1 is the 9 upon 9. And that is 18 upon 9 because 2 is 18 upon 9. So now, start from the here 2 upon 9. So that is 1 upon 9 and the second one. That is our 2 upon 9. Then that is 3 upon 9. The next one is 4 upon 9. Then 5 upon 9, 6 upon 9, 7 upon 9. Now 8 upon 9, 9 upon 9, 10 upon 9, 11 upon 9. 12 upon 9, 13 upon 9. Say like that. So when there are more than one numbers on the number line, what do? We take the whole number line and check the last digit is more than 2 or that, then you will go. Let's take another by negative. Represent the following numbers on a number line, on same number line. Say minus 3 upon 7, minus 8 upon 7, minus 10 upon 7, minus 15 upon 7, and minus 17 upon 7. So if you 17 divide by 7, 7 2s are 14. It means it is more than negative 2. So we have to go more than minus 2 also. So here they are negative numbers, so we have to start 0 from right side and come this way. So we will take 0 here. How many parts we have to do? 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus 1. I think we will need more space, so rather take smaller parts. 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at 7 you put -1. Again count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -2. Again 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at 7 it is -3. Nothing is more than -3. I mean less than. So now we know that first is -3 upon 7. So here -1 upon 7, -2 upon 7, and third one is the -3 upon 7. So you can bigger it and write down. Doesn't matter if you write down on the top or at the bottom. Then -8. Now this one is -7 upon 7. That one is -14 upon 7. And that one is 7 3s are -21 upon 7. So according to that we have to count now. This is 7 upon 7. Now we have 8. 8 means one more. So that is your -8 upon 7. Then 9. Then 10. So that one is -10 upon 7. Then 11, 12, 13. This is the 14. Next is 15. So after that, that is your -15 upon 7. Then next 16. Then that is your -17 upon 7. So here, as I told you, if it is a one number, you can take the limited part, either by converting into the mixed fraction, that will be better. Then we know that it is between which two integers, and according to that we can do it. And if there are more numbers, then you have to start from 0, because some will be between 0 and 1, some will be between 1 and 2, similarly at the negative also. So by this way we can do the necessary numbers like that. So here we are going to finish the session, will be followed by the PDF, and any confusion write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.